Welcome back to Crafty with It, or welcome if you're new. We're on Vlogmas Day 7. I'm actually going to make a Santa bag. Sorry about the noise from opening it. I got this from my craft source. It's more of a, I don't think you can tell that, but it's more of a cream color. And it's pretty big. And you're saying, well, how are you going to get a sublimation image on that? That's so big if you've only got an 8.5 by 11 size paper printer. There's a hack, and I'm going to show you that today. First, I wanted to go over to Creativefabrica because they've got a special going on right now. Anybody that clicks on my link below that's in the description can get free font bundle. So I'm going to go over there and show you that bundle. And I will put the link below. In Creativefabrica now, I just clicked on the link out of my YouTube video. And it says the bundle will be gone in 19 days, 12 hours, 47 minutes, and 33 seconds. This will be a free bundle to you if you choose to get it. You do not have to sign up for Creativefabrica if you choose to get this one. But let me tell you, I use Creativefabrica almost every single day. It's so nice. I pay, I want to say $19.99 a month or less. And I get a ton of free bundles, guys, and a ton of, this is my first go-to when I'm searching for any image that I want. But let's scroll down. In this bundle, there's normally it's $644 if you get each one separately, but right now this whole bundle is free, and it's got 50 beautiful fonts in it. So we're gonna scroll down, and if you look, it's got Better Valentina font, regular $2, that's included with this bundle. Shelly font, regular $2, that's included with this bundle. And then if you just keep scrolling down, it shows you every single font that you can get. You can use these and upload them into Canva if you need to. You can upload them into your Cricut. There's just a ton of different fonts. And then I am going to make the Santa bag today. So if I go up into Creativefabrica into the search bar and type Santa bags, it gives me different styles that I can do for Santa bags. And it's so easy to download them. Let's click on this one because I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so it says North Pole Reindeer Mail Overnight Delivery for Nice List Approved, ho ho ho, December 25th, 2022 from Santa Claus. And then it gives you a description of it. And if you just hit the back button over here, you can back it up and keep looking. I don't think I want the year of the bag on there because I want to give it away and I want them to be able to reuse it every year. So let's look at a different one. It says North Pole Post Special Delivery for Don't Open Before. Now this one's perfect. So I'm going to download this one. So I'll hit the download button and it's downloading right there into my downloads page. So I'm going to go over to my images, into my downloads. I'm going to unzip this file. So I'd right click, hit extract all, And then I'm going to keep the destination file into my downloads. And then I want to be able to see the design, so I'm going to hit extra large icons, and there it is, North Pole Post, special delivery for don't open before December 25th. Okay, so now you're going to measure the bag. Okay, so I'm gonna do 15.5 by 14. That'll put it about right in the middle. Okay, so now that we got the size of our design that we want, I wrote it down on scrap paper. We're gonna go back over to the computer. To start with, we have to have Cricut Design Space or Silhouette, whichever programs you have, because we're going to want to input the name onto the image. So I'm going to go over to Home, Canvas. That starts a new project for me. I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can see it. I'm going to upload image, browse. And then I'm going to take it from the download we did. And hit open, and then it should bring your image in. I always hit complex because I know I'm going to want to change colors or blend colors. And then hit continue. And there's your project right there. Make sure everything's on there that you want. Hit apply. And then it's going to be a print then cut because we do not want it all grayed out like that. And hit upload. And then we're going to click on it and hit add to canvas. Okay, so now we have our image. And we're going to want to put our name right in here. So we're going to hit the text. And then we're going to put a name in. Okay, so we have our name. Font's not the greatest, so I'm going to go up to font. Then you've got the Cricut font, you get the system font or bookmarks. I want the system font because this is all my fonts. And I'm going to type in Christmas. Okay, so this is all my different Christmas fonts. We kind of want it to match up with this one, so let's click that and see if it does. No, that's not the one I want. So we're going to go back up to here, and it ends with the one that you had clicked on previous. It's about the same, huh? See what it looks like. Okay, we're going to change the color because I think I want it green. That looks better. It's a mix of different colors. And just make sure it's centered. And then I am going to attach it. That way I can move everything around. Okay, so now here's the question everybody has, and here's the hack to get this out of Cricut. I am going to go over into this corner where there's nothing here, and I'm going to take it to where there's no border. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Excuse me. And I'm going to click anywhere over here to get that box gone that was around it. You see the box, the 7.5 by 915. We don't want that. So we're going to click over in the white area to remove that box. Then I'm going to go to my snippet tool. Typically, you'll have it if you have a Mac, or if you have just a regular Windows computer, and you can type snippet and it brings your tool up. I do have mine pinned to my bottom desktop, but we're going to click on snippet. It's taking its time to come up. Okay, so now we get our snippet tool. This is going to allow us to take a screenshot of it. So once we hit new, we're going to left click over by the image, drag it to where the whole image is within your box. And now we have a snippet of the whole image. So we're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to save it back in our documents. So I'm just going to put Santa bag, and then I'm going to put 1 and hit save. Okay, so now we can exit out of here, shrink that. Let's open up a Word document. Probably should have had one opened already for you. Blank document. Double click on it and it'll open up a blank document for you, or a new document. And now we want to change the layout. So my layout, I want 0, 0, 0, 0. Hit OK. It's going to tell us to fix it. It's going to bring it down to the bare minimum margins that it allows. And then I want landscape for this project, so I'm going to choose landscape within page setup and press OK. If you forget to choose landscape within page setup, you can hit layout again, orientation, and landscape. Okay, so now we want to bring in this picture that we just did in Cricut. So we're going to hit insert picture from this device. And we saved it into our downloads, that way we knew exactly where it was. So here is our image. We're going to insert it, and now I can't move it. If you see, it's not allowing me to. So I'm going to go over to the little box that's next to it. If you look, you've got the darker images. We're going to click on the shaded one that allows us to move within text. And then we're just going to exit out, and I can move it. Okay, so now I want to bring this as high as I can to the top. And we're going to change the size of this picture. We wanted a 15.5 high by 14 wide. So let's make this 14 wide. And it shows us right there. Okay, so it seems like it's going to be a little big at 14 wide. So we're going to just decrease the size a little bit to where we can get both reds in there. A little bit more. Okay, so we're going to bring it back up to the top. And then we want it, that looks pretty good because we've got a little bit of room on each side. So then we want to be able to make it the height 15.5. So we'll just left click and drag up our mouse. And we're going to, there's a little circle right here, we're going to click on it and just expand it. if you try to do it up here within height and width, it'll change the width to the exact same height, change the width to the exact same numbers. And we don't want to do that. We want to be able to make the sizes we want. So we want 15.5. So until we get 15.5, we're just going to keep moving it around. Am I going to get exactly 15.5? It's going to be a bit, oh, got it. Okay, so now if you see it's 15.5, the width is 12.5, and we've got it going to each of the things. So now we're going to scroll back up, and we are going to reposition it to where we want, and we're going to hit File. Make note of where the 4 is, where you ended, and then we're going to hit Print. Okay, so this is our image that we got. So it looks like it's cutting off at the very top a little bit, so we're going to go back and bring it down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hit Print and check again. Okay, so that looks like it's cutting off the sides a little bit, so we're going to go back and we're going to bring this in just a little bit. So double click on the image, and we're going to bring the width back in a little bit, and then we're going to bring this up a little bit to bring it back to 5. We're already at the max at the top, so we're going to go scroll down with our mouse and do it at the bottom. I like working in Word because it allows you to play with it a little bit. Now if you could put the name in there at the same time, it would be, it's 15.51, which is fine. We're going to leave it at 15.51. Okay, so we're going to come back over, get it centered, make sure we got a little bit at the top, hit File, Print, and we're going to check and see that everything that we want is on there. And then we are going to change our printer from our normal printer to our sublimation printer. Go to Properties. We're going to change paper type to Premium Presentation Matte. We're going to change quality to high. We're going to come over to More Options. I leave high speed on. A lot of people don't, but I do. And we always need to mirror our image for sublimation. So I'm going to click on the Sublimations button, go back to Main, and press OK. So now we are ready to print this image. So I'm going to hit Print. Okay, so make note of where the 4 is. I am going to use my down arrow key and move my image. Or my up arrow key actually, and move my image. Because I want to be able to print the other half. I'm going to stop it at the top of the 4 because I need to line up my image with my other one that I printed. This is the hack that allows you to print bigger pages, or to sublimate bigger pages. Okay, so now that it's there, I'm going to hit right where I want it. I'm going to hit File, Print, and I want to print this copy as well. And that sent it to the printer. I have both images printed now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up from top to bottom. But I want to cut off this little piece right here. So I use my ruler, kind of like I do on my tumblers. And I get it as straight as can be. and then I cut it off. There will always be a white edge at the bottom that you're going to want to cut off. Then we'll take it and we'll line it up. And tape where there's no sublimation print. And then I'll flip it over and I'll tape back as well. You will have excess on the back. That has never been a problem for me. Okay, so now we have a complete image to go on our bag. If you notice where I lined it up, it's perfectly lined up. So now once our heat press warms up, it's at 213 right now, we're going to pre-press the bag, get all the little bends and folds and everything out of it, and then we are going to sublimate on it. I use medium to heavy pressure. Okay. So I use, and I just test it out. That seems like it's a good fit. So we'll pre-press the bag. Well, the heat press is warming up. It works well when it's warming up. It allows you to press the bag pretty good and get the wrinkles and folds and all that out of it. And I'm just gonna flip it over and press this side of it. Our lunch roller. So let's get this rolled because we don't want the lint on there and messing up our sublimation. Okay, so now that we have it lint rolled, you don't want to put the top where it's got the fringe or the top drawstring on the press. Okay, I get enough hanging down. It looks pretty even to me. So I'm going to put this in the position I want. This is going to take 2 presses, it looks like. Because my heat press is only a 14 by 14 and I got this at 15 and a half. So hopefully I'm going to tape this down. I also use adhesive fabric spray too, because if you get something that's white, you don't want the tape marks to show on it. Like a towel or something like that. So I generously tape this down because I know I'm going to have to press it twice because my image is bigger than my heat pad, my heat plate. Okay, let's see what the temperature is at. It's almost there. It's at 331. We are going to put a piece of butcher paper over it. I get my butcher paper from Sam's Club. And then we're going to wait for the heat press to finish heating. About 40 more degrees. And what I'm going to is it may slide a little bit easier if a piece of butcher paper on the bottom, because I do not want it to get caught up on that rubber mat that's on the heat press. So while it's heating up, get that on there. Let's get this string out of there. And this should allow it to slide for me pretty easy. Okay. Putting the butcher paper on the bottom is going to allow it to slide a lot easier for me instead of getting caught up on a rubber mat. We got about 10 degrees to go. Actually, you know what? I think I want to pull it from the other side. So I think I want to do this side first. And then I can just pull it out that way instead of pour to my window. Okay, looks like we are just about ready. We're going to press this half for 60 seconds. This one off. We're going to move it down slowly as to not move the image. And then we're going to slowly bring it back up. Let's see what we have. Hopefully moving it like we did didn't make it shadow. It did a little bit, but okay. Take a look at that. So I did have a little bit of ghosting, if you can tell right there from moving the image, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's for my granddaughter and I really like it. So to prevent the ghosting, you would have to make your image a little bit small or use a Cricut heat press, because my heat press is only a 15 by 15 and I made this 15 and a half. So I made it a little bit bigger than my heat press, so I did have to move the image, and in doing so you run the risk of having a little bit of ghosting. So that's what I've got. But other than that, the image is pretty good. Thank you for coming along with me today for Vlogmas number 7. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bells to be notified anytime I upload a new video, and pass my video on. It's greatly appreciated, and have a great Vlogmas of a day. Thanks.